newsflash, you're toxic and it's not cute. Let's leave all that toxic in 2023 because it's a new year and you have an opportunity for a fresh start. So let's not hold on to our past toxicity because social media glorifies it so you think it's cute, because it's really not. I was literally a regular degular girl from New York, used to wake up, roll up, smoke some weed, go chill with my friends, stand on the block, play fight with men. Y'all, I've come such a long way this year and I'm so proud of myself. It's me, your girl, Unrecognizable, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about all the toxic habits that should have been left in 2023. And if some of those accidentally slipped into 2024, because we are 3 days in, I'm going to give you a little refresher so they don't trickle down into the rest of 2024. Okay? Period. Let's get right into it. Number one, and the most important thing I would say personally, because I struggle with this myself, is toxic relationships, romantic and platonic. If you're not supportive, if you're not loving, if you're not caring, if you're not lifting me up, I don't want you in my space. If it's not for you, if it's not serving you, if it's not in alignment with your highest self, let it go. Let that man go. Let that hurt go. This is not just about men. This is also about toxic friendships that you may have with males or females. Let it go. Like, don't keep dragging it out and trying to change that person. It's easier to find someone already the way that you like them than to be with someone and force them to change. If they don't want to change for themselves, they're not going to change for you. So leave all those toxic relationships in 2023. Do not bring it into the new year, because it's going to end up going on in 2025, 2026, so on and so forth. And now you're 10 years in a toxic relationship or friendship with nothing to show for it but mental exhaustion, emotional exhaustion. You don't have a good circle that you can trust. Everyone around you is just toxic. That is not the energy I'm on. Okay? Let go of all toxic relationships, platonic and romantic, in 2023. It's for your own good. Number two, which goes hand in hand with toxic relationships, is letting go of people that don't uplift you. But like, this shouldn't be a thing. There should not be people in your life that don't support you or don't bring you joy. That should not be a thing of 2023, 2022, 2025, 2024, none of that. Cut that out. Okay, we need healthy support systems and circles and friend groups that genuinely love us and want to see us do good. When you have people around you that are constantly doubting you and speaking down on you, you start to internalize that and feel that way about yourself. That is so not the vibes that we should be on. Let me give y'all a story. So I was currently...
Gotcha.
I was recently talking to this guy, and every time I shared an accomplishment with him, he would literally try to make it a competition and downplay my achievement. We were kind of in the same field, so I recently shared with him that my previous video on forming healthy habits for yourself for 2024 is going a little viral. And he's like, oh, that's nothing. If I was consistent on YouTube, I would have been viral. And it's like, damn. You can't even give me my flowers. You can't appreciate my hard work or nothing. Like, as soon as I share an accomplishment with you, the first words out of your mouth is, oh, I could have did that. Are we children? Like, that, this is such a turn off. I don't want anybody around me who can't give me my flowers. If I can uplift you and support you and acknowledge your accomplishments, why can't you do the same for me? Yo, like, I'm about to get a shirt that says, keep the bad vibes away from me. Because seriously, like, it just makes my spirit like, ooh, I don't like that. It's giving jealous. The next thing on my list is going to be forcing things. So previously I talked about how I was with that guy and he just wouldn't give me my flowers. I noticed this a couple months ago and I kept trying. Like, I told him about it. I was like, why can't you appreciate me? I would really like if you would just congratulate me instead of talking down on me. And he still did it to this day. And like, I kept trying to force him. So yeah, the next thing on my list is don't force people to do anything they don't want to do. Don't force relationships. Don't force friendships. It's just not worth it. If you gotta force somebody to do something, that means they don't want to do it. And if they don't want to do it, you cannot make them. Let them go. If they don't want to do what's best for y'all's dynamic, they don't really give a F about you. So let it go. Do not force nothing. If it's for you, it will come to you. Okay? What is for you will never pass you. It's all in divine timing. Period. That was one of my mantras this morning. What is for you will never pass you. It's all in divine timing. All right, next on my list, I'm gonna need y'all to come in a little close. All my girls, come in a little close. Open your ears for this one. Stop being delusional. It's not cute. Stop being delusional over men, especially. It's this whole thing on social media right now. I don't know, like the girls think it's cute to be delusional over a man. I seen a TikTok that was like, oh, when he ignores you all day, but that's just because you're the best he ever had and he can't have too much of you. It's really a sickness, y'all. It's really a sickness. Like, I see y'all trying to flip the situation to get the best out of it and see positive, but you need to see things for what they are. If someone is ignoring you, they don't want to talk to you. Seriously, y'all, I'm about to delete TikTok because it's really brainwashing young women into thinking these toxic habits are cute and it's okay and it's funny. It's actually sickening. Stop being delusional over things that don't serve you. Stop looking for the best in people. See things for what it is. If it's not given, leave. I feel like in 2024, we really need to do what's best for us, and being delusional is not one of them. Being delusional is like, when I hear those words, I think of being stupid. When you are being delusional, you are being stupid. Stop manipulating situations the way you want it to be in your head. If that person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, do not be delusional about it. Cut them off, because nothing will ever change. You guys will delusion yourself into a bad relationship, then be like, how did I get here, after you missed all the red flags by being delusional. And that's the truth. Don't come for me. Listen, I had my moments. I was delusional last month over a man, but like, I've educated myself, I read books, I've seen the results from being delusional, and it does nothing good for you. So please cut it out. It is not cute. The next topic I really want to get into is mindless social media consumption. This needs to be a whole separate topic, a whole separate video, but like, this is very important. I don't know if it's just me, but lately I've been finding myself spending 8 hours on my phone, 5 hours on TikTok, 3 hours on YouTube. And like, do you know how much things I could be doing in that time? Like, seriously? Do you know how productive I could have been if I wasn't mindlessly scrolling on TikTok for 2 hours? It's actually insane. Our attention spans are in the garbage. I've been working on this for the past few months. As soon as I wake up, I do not go on my phone. I really use the apps that Apple gave us. Apple is a devil, however, use certain things on your phone to your advantage, like your screen time options, set limits for social media. I set my social media limit to 3 hours a day, and I've been struggling, but in the time that I would have been scrolling mindlessly, I'm now able to knock out a class in a day, read a book, hit the gym. I only spend 30 minutes in the gym, but I'd rather spend 2 hours scrolling on TikTok. That says a lot. I think we all need to give social media a break, and me personally, I will be making tons of content dedicated to a dopamine detox, because I do feel like that's something we all struggle with, and I really want to bring awareness to that, because our brains are being fried. We are the future. I know y'all seen the post like, who's going to be the doctors, who's going to be the pastors. Indeed, because we all going to be dumb. Half y'all don't go to college. The other half y'all want to be influencers. No shade. Me too. But I'm also pursuing a degree just in case. Like, I'm always one to keep expanding my knowledge. I feel like a lot of people lack that these days. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to be your motivation. We're going to keep each other intact, and we're going to be the young, black, successful, educated, high-value women that I know we can be. I don't think you guys understand, when you spend hours scrolling on TikTok, how it affects your brain. It is a dopamine release, so it's going to feel good, but like, it becomes a habit, and then every day of your life, that's going to be your norm. Every day you wake up, you're going to be scrolling for hours and hours and hours, because that's what you trained your brain to do. Instead of waking up and doing something productive, you on social media, which studies have shown leads to depression and anxiety. Imagine scrolling all day, watching people live the life that you dream of, watching people do unboxings and house tours and car tours and come shopping with me. Eventually, you're going to start feeling bad about yourself just because you don't have those things. The human mind was not made to be exposed to all of this content. You guys have no idea of the effects that it's having on our brains, our personalities, our development, everything like this. And I hope we're not all dumb when we're like 30, 40, 50, seriously. Okay, next on my list, I put on here personally for me, which is to stop gossiping and stop being judgmental. I am a Gemini, and if y'all don't know, Geminis love to gossip. We just love to talk in general. I feel like gossip is universal. Like sometimes if I just meet a person and I be like, oh, you seen what Jada Waiter did? She seen what Jada Waiter did. So now we have something to talk about that we could bond over. Unfortunately, we're talking negative about another person. So I want to cut that out in 2024. That's not cute. That's not ladylike. It's actually embarrassing, and it shows how you feel about yourself. 98% of people who are gossiping are unhappy with themselves internally. The only way for them to feel better is to talk about other people and bring them down to match where they are in life. Gossiping has become a comfort for a lot of people. I'm gonna give you an example. If you're poor in real life and you see a girl on social media in her house, in her car getting repoed, of course you're gonna bring that up and kiki with your friends because you're in the same position. So you thinking, oh, she's going through it too, so I'm not alone. And instead of motivating yourself to get out of that situation, you find comfort in speaking down on somebody else in the same situation. That's actually sick and very low vibrational. There's no way you're gonna receive your blessings if you're sitting around gossiping and talking about people and being judgmental. You are literally blocking your blessings. Every time you sit down and gossip about somebody, whoever you believe in, God or the universe or energy, it's taking note. You are putting that energy out there and it's gonna come back to you. I know you guys heard that saying, if somebody will gossip with you, they will gossip about you, and that is a fact. That's a fact. Listen, y'all, I'm about to throw myself under the bus, but I'm a huge gossiper, and I've been guilty of gossiping with someone, then hanging out with my other friend and talking shit about that same friend. So not my proudest moment, but I'm just proud of myself that I'm able to be self-aware of these toxic habits and change it for the better. And that's the whole point of this video. I really want to bring awareness to these habits that we might think that are okay, but that are really toxic and detrimental to ourselves. So yeah, just stop talking about people, y'all. Like for me, I'm gonna stop gossiping, but I'm still watch Messy Monday though. Am I gonna take the information and hit up my friend like, oh my god, did you see what Ari was doing today? No, I'm gonna just watch Messy Monday and shut up, just because like it's easier to slowly cut something off than to just cut it off cold turkey. And honestly, I enjoy Messy Monday. Like y'all, I'm so deep in the matrix. Like it's a constant battle to raise my vibrations, and it's just hard being surrounded by all these toxic habits. But like I said, I'm aware and working on being better, and I hope this video makes you a little more self-aware and motivates you to do better as well. Okay, next on my list is poor financial decisions. I don't know about y'all, but I'm in my 20s and I'm trying to build generational wealth for my family. I'm trying to break these generational curses. I don't have time to be buying designer just to take pictures for Instagram, and I am guilty, Your Honor. Here I am, lock me up. I wanted to be an influencer. I know that's kind of what I'm doing right now, but I was focused on being an influencer on Instagram, fashion wise, and I found myself buying things, splurging on designer just to get a fit pic, wear it one time, and have it sitting in my closet. Please, y'all, don't do that. Like seriously, if you are on the come up to being successful, that is not what you need to be doing. That is something you do after you're successful. You can do that as a hobby because you already have the money to play around with. Don't go broke trying to impress social media. Don't go broke trying to impress social media. Social media is not there for you. They're not there for you, and half of them are just hating on you. Like, they don't want to see you shine. They preying on your downfall. 2024, I want us all to really set the foundation to become wealthy individuals. I'm talking 401ks, I'm talking savings accounts, building your credit, investing in real estate. All of these things are going to benefit us in the long run, and that is exactly what we need. No one wants to struggle forever. It's very hard watching your mom, your grandma, your great-grandmother, your father struggle their whole lives. If you want to break that cycle, if you want to be the change, it's going to require saving. Everything in life requires money. So saving is just like an advantage. I'll give y'all an example. I was recently working at this job with this girl, and she has been working since she was 15, and she showed me her savings account, and it was like $50,000 in her savings account. Mind you, we're both 21. My savings account had $250 in it. That was such a reality check for me, because you guys don't know, like, you feel so safe and secure when you have something to fall back on. If anything happens to her, any emergencies, she's covered. If anything happens to me, I only got $250 to cover me. I can't live like that. I feel like that's always, when you're struggling, you're living in survival mode. When you have savings, when you put things in place so that you have money to spare, you can be more relaxed, and that's better for your health as well. No one wants to be stressing over money. I do believe that when you stress over things long term, like over 10, 20 years, it manifests to sickness in your body. I strongly believe that. And Dr. Sebi is the one that spoke on that, and I believe it. If you spend 20, 30 years stressed out about money and your finances, that's going to be the norm for your body. And we all know stress leads to many different things. If you plan on living your dream life in 2024, start saving. This shouldn't even be a problem. But I know a lot of us Black women, Black young women, are not financially literate, and it's unfortunate, but that's why I've found a community that will help me understand things that I was never taught by my family. YouTube is my family. The amount of young Black successful women on this platform is amazing. We are at an all-time high. Build a community. Even if you don't know these people, tune into their videos and what they're teaching. It literally inspired me to do that myself. We live in a very fortunate time. We have so many tools. We have so many platforms to gain and have access to all this knowledge. It's time we start using it for our own good and not for mindless consumption and watching people twerk and fight and gossip. Don't get me started on Zeus. Zeus needs to be canceled. That is not supporting women at all. Anyway, okay, I'm not trying to talk your guys' head off, so I have 2 final points that I want to touch on. The first one, prioritizing other people's opinions. Let's cut this off in general. You don't need it to be a new year for you to start implementing change. Every day you wake up is an opportunity to change. So it's like no pressure. The new year is not even a new year as we believe. So every day you wake up, show up as your best self. But yeah, please stop prioritizing other people's opinion. That is not beneficial for anyone. You were born alone. You don't need anyone's approval or opinion. If you feel like you need someone else's approval or opinion, you don't have a strong sense of self. You're relying on external opinions, experiences, and stuff like that to decide what you want to do in your personal life. You have bad judgment. If you care about what other people think, that's just how are you going to live a happy life? How will you be your true self if you're worried about what other people think? And don't feel ashamed, because I used to be like this too. I used to dress a certain way because I didn't want to be made fun of. I used to talk a certain way because I didn't want to be made fun of. But now it's like, damn, I know what's best for me. So if your opinion is, oh, I'm lame or I'm an old lady because I'm doing what's best for me, I don't need you around me, and I don't care. I simply don't care. I know what I'm doing. I know what's best for me. I have a strong sense of self. I don't need anyone's opinions to judge or determine my decisions. That's extremely scary, y'all. Please stop caring what other people think. Please stop allowing people's opinions to determine your feelings about something you plan on doing for yourself, which goes into my next and last point. Stop letting people have a hold on you to the point where it affects your emotions. Your Honor, I'm guilty. I am so guilty. I'm gonna give y'all another example. I would wake up really happy to start my day. I like to journal. I like to meditate. I like to go on picnics. I like to go on walks. I like to take my vitamins. That person tried to make me feel bad and said that I was an old lady because I like to do all those things. Mind you, all those things are good for me and essential for me to evolve, but they're stuck in their toxic habits and their toxic mindsets with no care to see themselves doing better. And what that person said to me, because I had feelings for them and I valued their opinion, I internalized it and I stopped doing those things that were good for me because 1, I cared about his opinion, and 2, he had a hold on me. So anything he said, I would believe it. And y'all, stand up. That is not the vibes. Please don't let what people say affect you. If somebody said something or dislikes something that you're doing, do not take it personal. You know what's best for you. I think you guys need to understand that people are individuals They can be going through their own thing and projecting that on you to make you feel as bad as they do internally. Please don't take anything anyone says and internalize it and cause yourself to feel bad. Like, you should never be so lost that what someone else is saying makes you feel bad about yourself. If that happens to you, seriously do some work. You need to heal your heart chakra. You need to spend some time with yourself. You need to build that self-confidence. No one's words should affect you. Words are just words. Like, if someone calls you ugly and you believe them, and now you wake up every morning thinking you're ugly, that is just detrimental. Like, and I know I'm sounding harsh, but I used to be in this position too. Someone told me I was ugly and I started to believe it. Every time I looked in the mirror, I thought I was ugly. You know how much healing and shadow work and spiritual work it took to break out of that toxic cycle? Those words weren't even my feelings. Those words were someone else's feelings. That person could have projected on me saying that they think I'm ugly because they think they're ugly. And now I took that with me. Please don't let anything anyone says about you affect you, because it's just words. You're an individual. No one's opinion should matter to you but your own or your mom's. But then again, take it with a grain of salt. It's one thing to believe someone else's opinion, but it's one thing to listen. Listen to that opinion, and if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't attach to it. Please. Those are all the toxic habits that I've left in 2023. In 2024, I'm going to become unrecognizable. I'm already getting those compliments from my friends like, wow, you really changed. And I really have changed. Like, a couple months ago, I didn't read. I didn't wake up early. I wasn't as spiritual. I didn't go to the gym. I was literally just like a regular girl from New York. Used to wake up, roll up, smoke some weed, go chill with my friends, stand on the block, play fight with men. Y'all, I'm really about to throw up. Like, it's so sick. Like, I've come such a long way this year and I'm so proud of myself, and I want you all to feel that way about yourselves by the end of this year. So yeah, leave these toxic habits where you're at today. Wake up tomorrow with a clean slate and start fresh. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you like content like this, leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up so I can know that you resonate with this type of content so I can make more. I'm really in my motivational speaker era, and I love that for me. I love putting you guys on to all the knowledge and all the wisdom that I'm gaining as I'm blossoming into a woman. So yeah, leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below and let me know if you're vibing with me. See you in my next video.